What's good, everybody? Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy 4th of July. Wow, it's a holiday today, guys. So be safe out there. Um, what I wanted to talk about today, and like I said, I'm always going to be talking about like the things in my life, right? And going back to the days in the past. And I'm not even going to go that far, but I mean, I can go just 1 year back and like my relationship, my relationship, it wasn't it wasn't it wasn't where I wanted it to be honest. But it's like there's that saying that says, to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is really called insanity. And it's so true, because think about it, like coming home from work drunk, just overeating, feeling like shit, and going to sleep, screaming, and just being like very like traditionally, where I mean, my family was like that in Mexico, right? The men work and the women would do everything else around the house. And now it's completely different. Like, I can see like where I was lacking most of the time, and like just helping around the house as much as you can is a big thing. It shows like your partner that you care, you support, and that's what we should be, supporters, not only providers but supporters. So with all that being said, I just want to give the glory to God to like helping me change my life and all the benefits that come with it. Like, I can tell you that if you ask my wife, she'll say that she's probably happier and better. No, not probably, she is. I declare that. So yeah, she's gonna be probably giving you like a whole of how I was and how I am. That's a whole nother story on her end. But I just want to read to you guys real quick what it says in the Bible, and that's Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Here it goes. Reflection. Christ's love for the church sets standards for my love toward my wife. True restoration flows when I model the sacrificial commitment, offerings, forgiveness, patience, and empathy. God desires unity and harmony in a marriage, and He will strengthen He will strengthen my resolve to love well. And that's one of the things. Like, I noticed I didn't know how to love well. Like, I didn't love myself. How could I love anybody else? And that's where it all starts. Like, it goes back to you. Coach would say something about like you will perform at the level that you're at. So if your relationship is not where you want it to be, it's because you're at a low frequency. Your level is so fucking low that you don't love yourself, therefore you can't even give love. We all heard that saying that says you can't give what you don't got, right? So you can't blame others, because if they don't have it, they can't give it to you. And how do you know when somebody truly loves themselves? You'll see it. You'll see it in their body. You'll see it in their habits. You'll see it like what they eat. You have to start off with like a healthy, like just a healthy environment overall. Like the food, exercising a little bit. It doesn't mean that you have to go all crazy and shit, but you do have to take care of yourself. So showing self-love shows people that you care, not only about yourself, because you care about others as well, because you have to be able to like love yourself before you love anybody else. That is one of the hardest things I had to learn, but I can see it now. Like I see it when I go back to like when I'm showing you guys these pictures of myself and what I looked like before. I didn't notice it at the time. Honestly, I was going to the gym and I felt good. I felt like I was doing like great. I would go out in public and I felt good, but then like I would like I would just eat whatever. I had no control what was going in my mouth, and then you just don't react good when you overeat. You really don't, because you can't even think. I've heard so much people saying that everything would just go to your stomach, like, you know, trying to like break down the food and shit, and that you wouldn't even be able to think, and some shit happened, you would react instead of responding to the situation. So yeah, overeating it goes back to everything. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to share like how that has impacted my life, and how I can see those pictures and I can see self-love right now. And the only reason I'm actually like doing these videos and everything is because I feel confident enough to do them. When in the past I didn't feel fucking comfortable to get behind the camera, I would not like what I saw in the mirror. And I know like you don't know what you don't know, but this is a calling for you as well to like, if you need help, you must look for it. You must look for it with somebody. You have to find a coach. You have to find a community. You have to find a circle that's gonna like honestly keep you accountable to becoming a better version of yourself. Because the more you become, the more you can give. And I think at the end of the day, that is the goal, like to give, not to receive. God is going to be like in charge of like what you receive, you know, but I think our job is to give, you know, to give. What can I give you right now? I can give you my testimony. I can give you my knowledge. I can give you, you know, what's worked for me. And I'm not saying that everything that's worked for me is going to work for you. Everybody's different. And it really comes down to self-love, like to breaking it down, removing all the fucking clutter, and knowing who you are. Because if I asked you a question right now, if I asked you, do you know who you are? Would you be able to tell me? Or would you just tell me your name? Because our names are not who we are. So I was talking about this yesterday with my sons, and that's my job right now, is to just educate them and teach them. And I was telling them, we were reading through something that said that my I am is my identity. So who do we say that we are most of the time? And my identity is my destiny. So depending on who we say we are, and it goes back to the I am. So let's say, you know, we have a lot of self-talk we go through. We self-talk a lot to ourselves in our minds. We'll talk to ourselves, and sometimes we say the nastiest things to ourselves. But why is it? It's because we're at a low frequency. Why are we at a low? Let's just kind of like peel everything back, you know, peel the layers. Why do we talk shit to ourselves? Because we don't feel good. Why don't you feel good? Because you don't feel good about yourself because you're probably insecure. You probably have a lot of hatred towards people. I don't know. There's just so much things that could be there, but why? The question is always going to be why. Going back and peeling the layers. Why? Why am I insecure? Well, maybe because I don't look good and I don't feel good. Because our habits make us. And depending on what habits we have is how we're going to feel. And how we're going to feel is how we're going to react. And how we react is basically like the I am is like, who do we say that we are? And it's a whole thing, guys. Anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, is basically, you know, a little bit more about my testimony. But I just want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. And yeah, just take care, guys. And if there's anything we can do for you, if you guys want to reach out, feel free to do it. We're all here for you. And there's definitely a lot of tools I picked up along the way that can help you guys out. So with all that being said, happy Friday. You guys enjoy yourself, be safe out there, and remember not to overeat. All right.